What's up, YouTube? It's me, KKjinxx, here with another Minecraft tutorial. Today we are going to build a honeycomb farm. This is a one chunk build. It is going to be 16 by 16. The materials are all of this stuff. We are going to need a half a stack of logs, about 7 stacks of planks, about a stack and a half of glass, 3 stacks of slabs. I've got a half stack of slabs that I'm using for my flooring. And then I also grabbed a stack of stairs for exterior decorations. We're also going to need 4 chests, 44 hoppers, 6 dispensers, 6 beehives or bee nests, 6 comparators, about half a stack of redstone dust, 2 redstone torches, 2 power rails, 7 regular rails, 1 hopper with minecart, some torches, and a couple doors. So first things first, I'm going to grab some of the stuff that we're just going to need right off the bat, which is going to be most of the redstone stuff. Okay, that should go started pretty good. All right, so we're going to come right here to the middle. There should be 7 blocks on either side, and this is where we're going to start our collection system. So we're going to go ahead and first off just place the there. Then we're going to come into the inside corner here, and we're going to count 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to put our planks 4 high in that spot, and then we're going to come across by 7 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to connect that to the ground. All right, so here's where we're going to put our beehives and our dispensers, and we need the dispenser to be facing downward, so we're going to look up and place it. We want this to be facing down. We're going to put 6 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now, since you are probably in survival mode, I would wait for this part, but my beehives are empty, so I'm going to go ahead and place them now. Then we're going to go ahead and dig out for our collection system. We're just going to dig out the 6 blocks in front of the hives, and we're going to dig out all the way to the chest up there. All right, now let's actually go ahead and crouch place our hoppers going right into the back of that chest. All the way back, all the way. And you'll know that they're going the right way because you can see the little doodads down here are facing towards there. And now we're going to go ahead and place hoppers going into those hoppers. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Oops. All right, so now a thing that I learned after building this farm like 10 times is we need to also put hoppers back here. So we're gonna break out these blocks here, and we're gonna just kind of follow that same pattern. We've got those ones going towards the towards the chest, and these ones towards the other hoppers. Just keep it consistent. All right. So the other thing I like to do is I like to cover those ugly hoppers. So I'm going to grab this moss carpet here. And I'm just going to put it right over top these hoppers. I think it just makes it look a little bit nicer. Kind of makes it blend a little bit better because these hoppers, they stick out like a sore thumb. Kind of ruins the whole build. And I know the hoppers aren't exactly the cheapest, but since the update, it's been pretty easy to get iron, but you can use either a water system here or a rail system. I don't prefer to use either of those. I prefer hoppers, so that's what I'm going with. If you would like to see the build done with a rail system or with a water system, leave a comment below and I'll be sure to do that. All right, so now we're going to come around the back side and we're going to do the redstone. And first we're going to build up a wall back here. All the way up through the dispensers. And then I'm going to take down this top row because these are just temporary. All right, so we're going to come back down here, and one end we're going to count 6 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 2 rows like that, and then we're going to come out and up 1. And then we're going to bring that all the way across. Now go ahead and grab your comparators, and we're going to place them facing away from the beehive. And then we're going to put redstone right in front of those. And we're going to grab our glass, and we're going to put glass right on top of that redstone, going all the way across. Then turn yourself around, do the hokey pokey, and place another row of blocks. Then go ahead and fill in the rest of the spots with redstone. All right, that's pretty much it for the redstone. What this is going to do is when the beehive is up on its, I believe, 3rd level, and it's full, the comparator will register that and send power to the redstone leading up to the dispensers so the dispensers can do their thing. All right, so next we are going to go ahead and enclose this thing. So I'm just going to do the 3 walls. I'm going to go all the way across. And mind you, I've left room in the redstone area so that way you can walk around in there if you need to. You will need to. All right, so we're going to go up by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're just going to fill all 3 of these walls up 7 high. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to need is our logs. We're going to come just to this side. We're going to build up 7. We're going to come to the other side and build up 7. And we're going to bring it across, connecting them. Then we're going to fill this whole area in with glass, right over the chest and everything. Okay, so then we just need to enclose the top. So this is where we want our slabs. So I'm just gonna kind of line the whole place like so, not like that, like that, so. And then we're gonna fill in the rest with the slabs also. We want them on the bottom block so that way mobs can't spawn on top of them. All right, now that our safety ceiling is done, let's enclose the inside. So to get in, we're going to come 2 blocks from the back, and we're just going to make ourselves a little doorway there. And we're just going to close this in. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this up, if it'll let me. Okay, it's not going to let me do it quickly. Seems a little silly to me, but what do I know? But we don't want any of the bees to be able to get back here because you're going to need to come back here when you need to fill up your bottles. But here we are going to go ahead and leave a little doorway opening. Then we're going to close this side in. All right, now before we actually go any further, there is one more thing I want to add in here to help prevent any potential loss. We're going to just build up this grass, just like that. Oh, so we need to break that one. And let's do this side. This just helps it if the honeycomb or the bottles get thrown too far or whatever. This will kind of just like stop it and prevent it from, or not and prevent, get it to go down into the hoppers. All right. So let's go ahead and do the floor. Just gonna break all this out. All right, and since it's kind of dark back here, and we definitely don't want mobs to be able to spawn in here, so I'm just going to break a few blocks out, and these are the places that I will place a torch, and with the slabs, it'll be able to shine right through, no problem. So let me grab my torch, and we're just going to put them in the holes. See, it's already getting lit up. Already brighter. Alright, and then we're going to take our floor slabs. And we're just going to fill it in. Ta-da! Alright, I guess while we're here, we can go ahead and grab our doors. I'm going to put one here. Oops, look at that. There we go. Now we can place our door here. Alright, so before we can even finish enclosing this, we need to open this up. Yes, we're going to need to put... I think we need to put blocks here too. Yes. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and grab our hoppers, and we're going to place them right on top of the dispensers. And then we're going to put a block here, 2 blocks here, and then grab our rails. We're going to start with a power rail. And then we're going to place 7 regular rails going right across the hoppers. And at the end, we're going to put 1 more power rail. Now these are going to need some power. So grab your torch, and we're going to break this block out. We're going to put redstone torch. See, now it's got power to it. We're going to break this one out. We're going to put that there. Break that out of there. And then we're going to put 2 chests right here. And then this is where our hopper with minecart is going to go. And there we go. Look at it go. All right, so now we want to enclose this in because the most annoying thing that can possibly happen is the bees getting through here. It's severely annoying. So I'm going to start from here and come all the way. And then I'm going to do down here as well. This will not stop the minecart. Now we've got to also come through here, close that off. I just like to fill this into, and then it just, you know, it's glass. You can't really tell. It's fine. Okay, so now we know that nothing is going to get through. Okay? So, let's come in here and make sure that we're all enclosed on this side too. All right. Now, before we put the bees and flowers, I want to grab my ladders here. Grab the flowers. And then we'll come back for the glass bottles and all that. Okay, so first, let's put put the ladder. We need to make the chest visible so you can see through the glass where the chest is at. So let's go ahead and break that and break those. Nothing's going to get through there, and that's going to be our ledge to stand on. And the ladder is going to help us get up there. So when you're ready, you can just come up here, deposit your empty bottles in there, and the mine cart with hopper will take care of the rest. All right, so let's go ahead and put the flowers. And you just kind of want to put them wherever, all over. Too many white flowers. We need some color in here. Throw some purple, some blue in there. Just get them flowers on there, and then they'll go around the whole place to get at those flowers rather than just going to one spot. Okay, so that's good for that. All right, we've got that taken care of. All right, so I need now to get bottles and shears to load up the dispensers with. So I need to get this stuff out of my inventory. We'll go ahead and get these shears down here. Make some room. Not going to need any of this stuff anymore. Whoops. But we do need to make room for these glass bottles. There we go. And I'm gonna need this. All right, so let's get everything loaded up. I recommend the first time that you load it manually, because the way that the hopper with minecart works is it's going to fill each slot with a stack before it moves on to the next slot, except for the shears, which are non-stackable items. But you want to make sure that every slot has glass in it. I recommend at least 16, just to give you a buffer. I'm not going to this time, I'm just trying to give a demonstration. But since it chooses at random, to make sure that every time that that thing is full, you get honey out of it, make sure that every spot has glass bottles in it. And then once every slot has glass bottles in it, you can just come up to here and just dump glass bottles in there and try to keep it at a stack in each slot. Then you don't even have to worry about it. All right, let's go ahead and put some bees in here. This would be the time to go ahead and put your beehives in, now that everything else is ready. You can fit 3 bees in 1 beehive, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to click on all of these 3 times. And of course, if you don't have enough bees to fill all the hives, you can just use flowers and breed them. If you have all the hives filled, you know, you're more likely to have a bigger production rate. But they're just going to pollinate and dump their junk in the beehive, and everyone's gonna live happily ever after. That's just how it works. Oops. Alright, other thing is dig out these, and that'll give you access to your chest. But as you can see, you know, they will just do their flying around, and they'll go in and out of the hive, and when things get kicked out of the hive, it's going to go straight to those hoppers and get sent right down here. And that's the whole build. That's all of it. That easy. Alright, so I do want to mention, oh, yeah, I did the door there. That this is just the smaller version. This is the industrial size version. I pretty much just took a chunk of it and made the smaller one with it. But this one is highly efficient. I mean, this one's efficient too. I had this one running, which a bunch of my bees somehow died. I wouldn't know anything about that. But in, I want to say 2 to 2.5 hours running, maybe, I've gotten all of these from here, and that's just with 6 hives. This one has 18 hives, and that whole back wall there, those 6 are set to just do honeycomb, and then the 2 side ones are set just to do bottles. And the efficiency of this thing is just insane. This is the same amount of time, maybe 3 hours, because I had this one built first. The middle mostly catches the honeycomb. The sides mostly catch the bottles, but you can see it does catch honeycomb as well. But it is insanely efficient, but it is also insanely expensive, which is why I made the smaller version. So just for fun, I am going to go ahead and make a tutorial of this large industrial size honeycomb farm. I'm telling you though, if you build it, you will never ever go hungry. I promise. All right, so that's going to conclude our tutorial for today. So make sure that you like and subscribe. It really helps the channel so much. And make sure you hit that bell right in the face or with your fist, because you're not going to want to miss the next episode when we build the industrial size honey farm. Thanks for watching.